3, 2, 1.
Nung first week na lumabas yung Luna, it did very poorly nung first week. So sa utak ko, pinakawalan ko na siya. Tanggap ko na malulugi siya. And then pumasok yung second week. Tapos doon siya sumabog. And then nagulat ako na nagkaroon siya ng napaka-passionate na fanbase.
Well, actually, we were filming Heneral Luna. May idea na kami na magkakagoyo. At alam na rin namin na it's Paulo.
Before Jerrold gave me the script, actually during Heneral Luna, he already asked me to read the book, A Question of Heroes. And there were different insights or stories that came from different people or actual people that they asked and had access to their lives. And that's when I started to ask more questions, not just Gregorio del Pilar, but more of the people who were vital to our independence.
Katatapos lang ng Heneral Luna and everybody was raving about the movie and I watched it and tuwan-tuwa ako hanggang sa suddenly I get a phone call and ang sabi kung pwede ko daw bang isulat itong Goyo. And immediately I grabbed it. Ibig sabihin nun, pag-aaralan ko yung buhay at saka yung kabuhayan nung panahon kung saan nabuhay yung tauhan. Meron ng outline si Jerrold at malinaw na sa kanya kung ano yung gusto niyang patampukin doon sa pelikula. Binasa ko yun, pero wala akong masyadong alam kay Gregorio del Pilar eh. Lahat ng mga libro na mababasa mo, siguro isa-dalawa lang ang talagang nakatutok sa kanya. No? Karamihan, of course, pinapakita yung buong context kung saan siya nabuhay. At yun yung binigay sa akin ni Jerrold. No? O eto, basahin mo. Ganyan kakapal na puro mga photocopy ng iba't ibang mga libro. No? Pumunta kami ng Bulacan para bisitahin yung mga lugar. At meron kami mga ibang mga tao, kakilala yata ni Jerrold na ini-interview namin para mas maging malinaw sa amin. No? At least man lang yung location at saka yung konteksto.
Let's not do another Luna. First, let's create something about the nature of leadership and heroism.
Even though having experience producing historicals, this level is different. Trying to achieve the authenticity, just being true to, to history.
All you can think about is how do you pull off something like this?
Can we live up to the first big hit? And I think when Jerrold wrote the spine of the movie, I just said, it's there. And we just had to make sure that whatever Jerrold needed for the set, it was there. And when we got Roy La Chica to come in to the productions, and he came up with all the fantastic designs.
Kasi nung unang kami nag-usap ni Jerrold, ang unang plano pa noon was to look for a location na mayroon na. Like may simbahan na, may ganito. Pero parang sabi ko, parang imposible direct sa panahon ngayon. Tingin ko gagawin talaga dapat. So yun, simula na kami research and all that. Plano na, tingin ng mga bahay, ano bang itsura ng bahay ng Dagupan ng araw. Ano ba ang bahay ng Santa Barbara? Paano ang layout nila? Kasi may iba-iba pala yan eh.
And we had a backlot. We built the whole town.
We have to build everything, not only the building, but the pieces, the parts of its house, the windows, the balustres, all the details, ginawa talaga isa-isa. Yung bricks ng simbahan, isa-isang kinat, isa-isang dinikit, gano'n.
Every day, pag pumapasok kami ni Chris and sina Sir Roy, si Monica, parang tinatanong namin sa sarili namin, parang meron pa bang ilalaki tong production na to? Kasi every day, it's another huge undertaking, another huge setup. Tapos meron pa palang ilalaki every day. Yeah.
Well, as with every historical film, the challenge is in making sure that it's an accurate reflection of what actually took place during that era. We hired the best possible people, starting with the writer, si Rod Vera, to make sure that it's well-researched. Production designer in Roy La Chica to make sure that the period details are accurately reflected in this movie. Beyond that, really, it's not just about accuracy. What you want to do with this kind of a movie is to engage your audience.
Paano ka mananatiling historically accurate? No? Or hindi mo sinisira kung ano na yung nandun sa mga dokumento. Pero at the same time, hindi siya magmumukhang history book. Ibig sabihin, mabubuhay pa rin siya bilang tao sa pelikula. Binibigyan o hinahanapan ko siya ng dahilan kung bakit niya ginawa yun. Kasi sa history book, etong ginawa niya. Kinilala siyang bayani, pero babaero siya. Paano mo ipagdudugtong yun sa isang pelikula na makikita mo na hindi ito magkahiwalay na facts or traits nung tauhan. Kung hindi, pag pinagsama mo ito, mas magiging buo yung tauhan.
Being historically accurate all boils down to doing your homework. It's not just about what looks good on the screen. It has to be what will look right for the period. It was done prior to actual clothes production. So everyone in the team had a keen eye for detail of what the period required. Managing my team was not an easy task, but the only thing that bound us together was this great interest to do this film. So everyone in the team was just willing to learn, willing to work, and willing to make a good one.
Yun yung research process for that. And then, sa side ng mga detalye, syempre yung art department na yung pinakamasipag doon. But we also had a consultant sa American side, si Matthew Westfall, na nag-provide ng mga documents ng 33rd Infantry Regiment. Mas detalyado sila eh. So lahat ng mga sundalo na kasama nila nandun, lahat ng ginawa nila Major March, nilista nila doon. For Goyo, yung casting process was a little bit different compared to sabihin natin mga ordinary na pelikula. Kasi para sa historical, parang kailangan mo muna i-match yung itsura ng actor dun sa actual na historical figure. So, yun yung unang priority ko. So, naghanap muna ako ng medyo kahawig ng mga actual na historical figures. And then, pina-audition namin sila. Actually, yung pinaka natuwa ako sa resemblance kay Gwen Zamora. Kahawig niya talaga si Remedios. And nung first time niyang mag-reading, actually pinakita niya yung picture ng lola niya. Kamukhang-kamukha ni Remedios. So medyo natuwa ako doon.
The team is already very heavily invested in being historically accurate. The characters were based in reality and many of them had photos that were documented. If there was a photo of that character, I basically copied what they had exactly as it was. Half of the work was already done for me as far as research goes, but it was just on me to make it look realistic and suit the characters' faces individually.
The most difficult task for me was actually mimicking what was worn during that time, because we have to admit that most of the materials during that period were not readily available anymore nowadays.
Marami kaming props na binuo, like the guns, the Mausers, the Krags, ginawa lahat yun. Plus yung mga swords, sabers, ginawa lahat yun. The karwahes, the karetelas, ginawa lahat yun. At saka all working ha. Kumbaga pag hinila ng kabayo, tumatakbo talaga. Pati train, yes. Marami kaming pinuntahan ng mga antique shops. Yung gano'n, yung hanggang Baguio, hanggang nakarating kami. Para lang hanapin yung tamang lampara, yung tamang tela, yung gano'n, pati tamang kumot. Isa sa mga paborito kong props, yung props ni Goyo, like his guns, his rifle especially, yung Winchester. So nalaman namin na galing sa ibang bansa pala yun, na parang binigay sa kanya.
That's my job really, to visualize what the story would look like for Jerrold's vision. We made sure that the frames were always full. So you always had the sense of what was going on and what world you were in. We went to Zambales, we went to Tarlac. There were a couple of mountains we went up to. And we found Balagbag, which was in Bulacan. And while we were going around the ocular, there was this part of the mountainside that looked exactly like a painting that's in the National Museum of the actual Tirad Pass. So when we saw that, medyo kinilibutan kami kasi ito yung historically itsura ng Tirad Pass sa Ilocos.
It's a love story of Goyo to the country. It's the love story of Goyo to the women. It's the love story of Goyo to all the people na ginaid niya to build the Tirad Pass.